Hey, how's it going? Alex here from IdeaSpot, and today we are going to have a tutorial on WooCommerce Dropshipping. So, we've already built this WooCommerce starter site. Check out one of my earlier videos where we do that. In this tutorial, you're going to take an item from AliExpress and you are going to learn how to import that item into your own store, like I've done right here. So if that sounds good, stick around. We're going to be using a tool called ShopMaster. It is totally free to use. You can have up to 800 items. And that will let you take items from AliExpress and link them straight into your store. So let's get started. Now, the things you'll need to start are an online store like I talked about before. Check out the description. I'll show you how to build your online store. You'll need payment processing. That is really quick, only a couple of minutes using PayPal or Stripe or both. I've got videos on those as well. You'll need an AliExpress account. That's really easy. AliExpress.com, and you can sign in with a Google account. That doesn't take any time at all. You'll need a ShopMaster account. That's really quick to set up too. I'm going to cover that in this video, and you'll need a credit card to order products to your customers. So you'll order the, like I said, the $3 or $4 product, sell it for $20 or $30 on your WooCommerce store, and you'll make a nice tidy profit. Okay, first thing we'll do is check out the Dropshipping Center on AliExpress. You can just Google Dropshipping Center, AliExpress, click that first link, and it'll ask you to sign in. I've just signed in with a Google account, but any method will do. Once you're in, you'll get a little bit of information about dropshipping. Now, it'll have some suggested products and apps to boost your business. Now, we're going to use this one called ShopMaster. So go ahead and click that. You'll head over to ShopMaster. This is a great way of linking your WooCommerce store to AliExpress, and it'll allow you to automatically order your products. Click sign up today for free. You'll get a basic sign up page. I've already signed up, but that's all you need to do. Log in and you'll get to your dashboard. Now, from here, you can run the setup wizard. So you can click run setup wizard, or if you've done something earlier and that's not there anymore, you can click help and click setup wizard here. So, ShopMaster works with all these different platforms. In particular, we're going to be using WooCommerce, but it works with, you can sell things on eBay, Wish, Shopify, 3D Cart, but go ahead and use WooCommerce. Now, what we'll need to do is put in the name of our store. It's not that important, but I'm just going to call it the same as what I've called it on the website, and the store URL. I'm just using the demo URL. I can grab that, pop that in there, and click connect. You'll get a pop-up. It'll ask you to connect your store. So this is all pretty easy. Click approve, and this will allow the ShopMaster app to communicate with your store. So you can import things from AliExpress, like these cheap t-shirts. You can import them straight into your WooCommerce store and start selling them. So I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. Okay, now before we start importing products, we've got a few more setup steps to do. We'll go to settings here and we're going to manage our suppliers. So we're going to need to connect our AliExpress account to ShopMaster. So we just do that. We click connect. If you've already joined AliExpress, we have joined. We did this earlier in the video. So just say joined, go to connect. And this, as long as you're logged into AliExpress already, it will connect up your store. You'll need to reconnect once per month, just to make sure that connection is still maintained. Manage channels here. You'll have your store connected. We already did that earlier in the video. That was fairly easy. So that all looks good. Just make sure before you connect with your AliExpress, just make sure your WooCommerce is set to US dollars in your dashboard. WooCommerce settings, under the general tab, scroll down to currency. I recommend using United States dollars for dropshipping. The biggest market is the US, and the other ones, the UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, we're all used to dealing in US dollars as well. So there are WordPress plugins to use multiple currencies, but just as you're starting out, set it to US dollars. Anyway, so back to our settings here. That all looks good. Let's go to our dropship settings here. General settings here. Default store, we want to set up our playful print. That was the one we set up when we linked the store. SKU can stay as that. Description preference can be original. You can change that to images only if you don't like the AliExpress descriptions at all. You're going to end up deleting most of those AliExpress descriptions. Images only can save you a little bit of time. Up to you. The original description might give you some hints about what you might write in your description, but you're probably going to delete it. But let's leave it for original for now. But just be aware that can save you some time. That all looks good. Listing settings. Let's check WooCommerce. That's fine. Company, we want to fill those out with our details. Name, contact, email, phone, website. That's all good. Advanced, default currency. That should be in US dollars. My country, that's fine. That's fine. Dropship settings has a few more things we want to do. Pricing rules. Now, this is important. Pricing rules on. By default, there's a simple 150% markup. I like using a formula. You can get a better price formula done that includes the price of the shipping. Include that in your product price and use free shipping. So this is a good way of managing it. So we go price formulas and manage formulas. Now, I set one up called Playful Print Formula. I'll show you how to do that. I'll delete that for now. I can't do that yet, but I can add a new formula. Okay, let's call it Playful Print V2. So for cheap products, we're going to use 100% markup with shipping cost. For the more expensive products, $20 to $99, we're going to use, you can just use maybe put it as a 60% markup plus shipping cost. And the rest of the ranges, if it's over $100, just make it maybe a 50% markup plus shipping cost. And so now we can sort of see if we've got a $5 product with $2 shipping, it's going to ship for $14 out of our store, and we can add 99 cents or 95 cents onto that. I'll show you how to do that in a minute, but that's sort of our the method that we use for drop shipping. We want to find products around that $2, $3, $4, $5 range and ship them out for maybe $14.99 to $19.99. That's sort of the business model for drop shipping. Let's hit save. So I've got Playful Print V2. We're going to use pricing formulas. We're going to assign cents here. We're going to make 95 cents on the end of all of our prices. Leave that unchecked, and we can save and apply. It's going to say missing required fields because we're going to need to put this on all the suppliers. Let's click bulk change and go Playful Print V2 and hit apply. That will put our pricing formula on all of our suppliers. Most importantly, AliExpress is the only one we're using for the moment, but lots of different suppliers you can use on this ShopMaster. That all looks pretty good. I think we can go ahead, save and apply. So we want to apply it to everything. Just click everything for now to be sure. Even though I don't have any products yet, it will go ahead and apply our pricing formula. So that looks all good. Now our dropship settings, we've done general, we've done pricing rules, products monitor. We want to turn these on. Inventory monitor. That looks all good. And price monitor. That will automatically update pricing. If AliExpress puts their prices up, your prices go up. If AliExpress puts their prices down, their prices on your WooCommerce store will go down. So that'll do it automatically for you. This all looks pretty good. We can hit save changes. Dropship settings, that's all good. Auto order settings. We can have auto fulfillment. Go ahead, turn that on. We want to override the phone number. override all orders with your phone number. So you want to put your phone number in here just so the supplier can call you if there's any issue. Don't call your customer. Just put your number in here and leave a note. This is a dropship item, and attach any customer's note to the purchase note as well. That's good. It's going to default to the cheapest shipping method. We want to either ignore the shipping method without tracking, or we want to just use ePacket as the default method. I think that's better. You're going to end up using ePacket most of the time anyway, because that's going to be the cheapest method with tracking information. So just set it to ePacket, I think. Hit save. That's all good. Dropship settings, we've done that, we've done that, we've done that. Import settings, just make sure this is set up. China is the warehouse preference, shipping to United States. That's how we derive our prices. That's fine. The shipping method should be defaulting to ePacket. By default, it's going to be the cheapest, but use ePacket is better, as we talked about before. That's all good. Hit save changes. So that covers all these. Listing settings under WooCommerce, that's fine. Company, fill in your company details there. That's all pretty straightforward. Advanced, default currency is US dollars. Make sure that was set up in your WooCommerce store as well. But that all looks pretty good. I think we're ready to import products. So let's head back to our dashboard, and we're going to try and import a product. From your AliExpress Dropship Center, there's lots of cool ideas to find products. I went to Home Campaign under mugs, creative mugs. So that was here. I had a lot of mugs already in this starter site, so I thought I will continue the theme. I chose this grenade mug. Let's go ahead and have a look at that grenade mug. It's a pretty interesting little item for this demonstration. You just go ahead and go to your URL address bar, go ahead and copy that. And the price is good. It's around $4. You want to be in that sort of $2 to $8 range where you can sell it for $14.99 or $19.99 and make a decent amount of profit without having such a high price. So that seems decent. Go back to our importer, paste the product URL from AliExpress in there and click to import. So if this works properly, we'll get our imported product, and we're going to import to store WooCommerce. And category, I've already got a mugs category. If you want to set up a category, that's really easy. In your dashboard, you've got products and you've got categories. You can just add a new category. I've already got mugs here and t-shirts that came with the starter site, but you can add anything you like. That's all pretty easy. Go ahead, leave those unchecked for now, and we can hit create. It's going to create you a draft listing, and then we click that to go to our draft listings. So now this step's pretty important. We're going to edit the draft listing before we publish. So there we go. We've got stores, playful print. The product title needs to be much shorter. AliExpress titles are so stuffed with keywords that it's good for them, but it doesn't look good on your store. Grenade coffee mug. That's all good. It's under the mugs category. Doesn't need any tags. We can delete out some of this description. Just keep the things you want. Those pictures look okay. I don't want that picture. I don't want this picture, but that looks okay. These images, we want to delete the ones that have branding or other stuff on them. Just keep them nice and tidy. We only need one of these white color ones. That's all good. You can add your own images as well, which is cool. Leave all this default. That's fine. So this all looks pretty good. So we want to edit these variations. I don't like these colors that are all caps. I like to keep the data nice and simple for the WooCommerce store. Let's just use lowercase here. So just a capital with lowercase. This is all going to end up in your WooCommerce color variations. So whatever format you decide to go with, just stick to the same sort of format. We'll hit save here. We want to save the variation changes first here. So that's all good. So the total cost of this is going to be $12.60. So there must be a fairly expensive e-packet. I didn't notice that before, but it's going to charge $12.60, so 100% markup. These are going to sell for $25.95. So not too bad, but it would have been nice to find something that had a bit of a cheaper. Yeah, e-packet here is $8.50. Usually you want to find something with an e-packet that's $3 or $4. That's a little bit pricey. It's much more than what the item is. So maybe this wasn't the best item to use. Look for something with a bit cheaper e-packet shipping would be good. But anyway, just for our demonstration, this is what's going to happen. The silver one costs a little bit more. We can probably just drop that down. If you end up with different prices, it's going to show a price range, but let's just make them all the same price. It looks a bit neater in the store. Hit save. That's cool. You don't need any of these attributes. Those are fine for AliExpress, but they don't do anything for your WooCommerce store. Hit save. So that one is $26.95 as well. Let's make it $25. They're all the same. $25.95. Hit save. Cool. So that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Title's good. So seems all good. We can hit publish, and that will actually publish this product onto our WooCommerce store. So it takes a little bit of time, but it'll say publish successfully. We can go back to our listings and wow, okay, it is in our store. So with any luck, we can go back to our WooCommerce. Let's look at our products, and there we go. We've got our grenade coffee mug in the store. Let's go have a look and view the product. There we go, $25.95. You can choose a color, gold, silver, white. Awesome. It shows how much stock there is. We can actually get rid of that, and we can get rid of this data too. I'll cover that a bit later, but that all looks pretty good. We can go ahead and add that to cart and view the cart. So that is fine. Someone can go ahead and they can order this from your store now. So you're pretty much ready to go live. And so if someone ordered it, they can proceed to the checkout. Let's actually try and order one here. It costs $25.95. For the demo, let's just make it free. So let's make a coupon for $25.95. Go to products. We want to go to WooCommerce coupons, and we'll add a coupon. We'll call it mug, and we're going to make it a $25.95 coupon, fixed cart discount. So let's go ahead and publish that. So we've got mug. Let's go ahead and we can fill in our billing details. We've got idea spot. It's going to Australia. That's all good. Let's put the coupon in. Let's go mug and apply the coupon. There we go. So it's taken $25.95 off. We can place the order, and that will push the order through to ShopMaster for us. Now, it might take a couple of minutes, so just be patient, but after a while, in your ShopMaster dashboard, you'll get one waiting to purchase order. So there's the order. It's all done. Auto fulfillment's turned on. So all we have to do to order this to our customer is click purchase. So go ahead, click purchase there. It will prepare the order in AliExpress. There we go. We've got e-packet there already. It's going to cost you $12.85, but you've already received your $25.95 from your customer. So you've made a nice 100% profit there. Go ahead, click purchase. It'll take you to AliExpress. Just make sure this works. For example, in Australia, the province of Queensland, which is the state of Queensland, didn't work properly in the form. So go ahead and choose that manually. AliExpress wants the full word rather than just the abbreviation. So that looks all good. Hit save there. And so that's all good. Let's go ahead and pick purchase. That'll end up completed. The order's all done. We go to the AliExpress checkout to ship this to our customer. So go ahead and we would just have to click pay now, and that would send out the thing to our customer. So make sure you add a card, add a credit card for your payment like we talked about earlier, and then click pay now. And so that is all there is to it. So while we're talking about shipping, we should also talking about tracking. So we haven't set that up yet, which we should have done. Let's go to settings and order settings. By default, you've got this tracking note, which is fine. The tracking information, we want to customize our tracking information. So go ahead and click that. It's got a default. It'll just put the tracking number in there. We can choose one of these tracking services. I quite like Aftership, which is good. Your customer can go to Aftership and check their tracking number, or 17 Track's pretty good as well. Aftership is fine. Hit save. That's all good. So back on our orders tab here, we can see our item is ready to ship, and that will automatically change to ship after AliExpress ships it to your customer if you've got that auto fulfillment feature turned on. Otherwise, you can go ahead and mark as shipped by yourself. If you want to do it manually, you can paste the tracking number in there and paste the carrier in there. Usually that carrier is going to be China Post if you're sending it by e-packet. If you know where the item is going, you can put in the actual carrier for that country. So Australia Post if it was going to Australia, for example. But that's all fairly straightforward. It's better just to leave it on auto fulfillment and let it work by itself. But that is really all there is to it. We were able to add a product from AliExpress and put it into our store. So let me know if that was helpful. I'm going to do a few little extra features on this in my next video, but this is the basics of dropshipping. If you can do that, you can start selling on your WooCommerce store today. So remember to hit like, hit subscribe. I'm going to go through more about this method in my future videos. So thanks, and I'll see you next time.